That is why America will always choose independence and cooperation over global governance, control, and domination.
And we'll do it again, but this time bigger and faster and smarter.
We have a golden opportunity to seize something good from this crisis. Its unprecedented shockwaves may well make people more receptive to big visions of change. Over the past month or so, despite the ongoing crisis, I've been encouraged to see the growing calls for a green recovery. Therefore, we have a unique but rapidly shrinking window of opportunity to learn lessons and reset ourselves on a more sustainable path. So I can only encourage us all to think big and act now.
Canada believes that a strong, coordinated response across the world and across sectors is essential. This has provided an opportunity for a reset. This is our chance to accelerate our efforts to reimagine economic systems that actually address global challenges like extreme poverty, inequality, and climate change.
We're getting to see what it looks like when you go out in the street, you see. And this is one reason why this is all, we can talk about this when we get more deeply into it, but this is one reason why you're seeing this kind of hysteria in the street, because it's a lesson and it is a notification to us. This is what's going to happen to you if you go out into the street and try and object to this plan when you see what it really is. So they are gearing up for this with the militarization of police, etc. Let's fight this together. We can do it. We have had some successes, but you know what? We need more. We have to fight this together, all of us, and resist.
Now, for those of you, the viewers out there who may not exactly know, could you please provide us a brief overview of this program?
Sure. So this is, a comprehensive plan of action, an inventory and control plan. It's about data sharing. It's about money transferring from the developed nations to the lesser developed nations. And ultimately, it's about destroying your ability to have a voice, destroying your ability to have representative government. It's about changing your government to governance and taking away your voice, giving your entirely destroying your ability to be free and to be independent. And the goal, of course, is to transfer power from local and individuals to a global governance system. So you can't do that all at once, and it's been a long process. And you see it as, exactly what you're seeing right now. It's a plan to disrupt and destroy the existing system. It's a plan of transformation and control. And that's what we're living through right now.
I would have to agree that it is absolutely taking place right now. And many people may not be very familiar with Agenda 21, despite the fact that this has been around for some time and it's taking place right now. But I would say that maybe more people might be more familiar, for example, with the UN 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, because we've seen all of the celebrities championing this, and both of these programs are UN programs. What is the difference, if any, between Agenda 21 and the 2030 Agenda?
Mm-hmm. Well, Agenda 21 is the agenda for the 21st century. And of course, you know that the century is 100 years long. And so Agenda 2030 is a 30-year milestone within the Agenda 21 plan. So I really think this is a public relations sort of end game around those of us who've been really alerting the public to Agenda 21. Because now that they're saying, well, Agenda 21 has been replaced by Agenda 2030, there's so much great information out there about Agenda 21 that they're trying to divert you from focusing on Agenda 21. Now, when you know that Agenda 2030 is simply a milestone year within that 100-year period, the milestone years are 2020, 2025, 2030, and 2050. They really fully expect to have this entire plan locked up and completed by 2050. If you go to America2050.org, which is a Ford Foundation and Rockefeller Foundation project, you'll get a look at what their idea is for in fact, what they want the United States to devolve into. which is to destroy the sense of having a unified union, and to, in fact, not have 50 states any longer, to have 11 mega regions. And in fact, what this plan does is it destroys the concept of the nation state, and it completely destroys it and devolves it into the city states or regions. And these are not, like individual cities, like say San Francisco or New York. These are regions that are governed by megacities, which are huge, enormous cities. It could be part of Washington State, part of Oregon, part of Idaho, and part of British Columbia. So it breaks the national borders, it breaks state borders, breaks, of course, county and city borders. And this is about destroying your ability to actually be able to control what it is that happens to you. It's a plan that is actually, it's a global plan, but they implement it locally. So it looks like a local plan. It's always called different things, no matter where you live. So that's another way of being a stealth plan, you see, is that you'll never see it called Agenda 21. It's always called something else. And it's right there in your town. It's a regional plan, and it's right there where you live right now. What is happening now is that the technology has caught up to the plans of these people. They've always had these same plans. And I will say that as far as technology goes, what has man always wanted? Man has always wanted two main things: to live forever and to create life. And we are very close to these things. I don't know about forever, but we're close to major life extension and the creation of life. All you have to do is go to Cornell University's plan. They've got a video out right now. It's engineers create 3 major traits of life. Go and take a look at that. They are actually creating life. So, and there is no ethical stop on these people, and that is a major concern. This is, what you saw with the Nazis, with Stalin, with Mao, that there is literally nothing that holds these people back. So when they have the technological ability, they're talking about total digital connectivity. They're talking about a new social contract. Well, I don't know about you, but a contract generally means that both parties have, something to say about it. But this is a contract where, none of us have anything to say. And I think we're getting to see what it looks like when you go out in the street, you see. And this is one reason why this is all, we can talk about this when we get more deeply into it, but this is one reason why you're seeing this kind of hysteria in the street, because it's a lesson, and it is a notification to us. This is what's going to happen to you if you go out into the street and try and object to this plan when you see what it really is. So they are gearing up for this with the militarization of police, etc. Let's fight this together. We can do it. We have had some successes, but you know what? We need more. We have to fight this together, all of us, and resist.